Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video I just wanted to share with you guys this brand new thing that I found out in the tuning aspect of Forza Motorsport. I was mind blown when I found this out. I've been looking up videos on YouTube. I've been trying to find how to do, you know, the whole tuning thing, and just what can it, you know, what can I do to make the car run better, you know, handle better around the turns, making sure that I can accelerate and stuff. Since I don't use any assists and stuff, you know, you guys know, as you've seen in my previous videos, I don't do assists just because I don't, you know, I like to just feel the car and everything without having the computer limit me or whatever. I've been doing the tire pressure, final gear ratio. I've been doing the what is it, the anti-roll bars. I've been putting up the stiffness all the way. There was this other thing I did with the camber, blah blah blah. But there was one section that I noticed nobody was playing around with it, and I was just kind of confused. And I turned it up a notch because I read the description under it, and it said, you know, if you put it up a little higher, it's gonna give you, like, you're gonna lower the center of the gravity or something like that. So I turned it up like one notch. Like, I just hit, you know, one to the right, and that was it on both sides, on the front and the rear. And I was like, let me test it out. So I tested it out, and I was like, yo, this does such a good difference. Like, it might not give you like speed or anything, but it makes your car feel so much more stable around the turns. And I don't know if anybody else has been playing with it. I don't know if anybody else, you know, tried it, but I tried it and it just feels better. There's like a big difference in the car and its handling, and I'm just like, why is nobody making a video about this? And, you know, just to give you guys some kind of introduction to what today's videos is gonna be. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna play you guys a clip of me going around whatever circuit or whatever, and then I'm going to turn up those settings, and I'm going to show you guys the kind of difference it makes. And I hope with the audio, as you guys will hear it, that the tires won't screech as much and the car just feels a lot more stable with the same speed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you guys for clicking on this video and watching and sticking around if you're still even watching at this point. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna show you guys the current tune that is on this car, how I usually set them up. This is how I learned how to tune cars off just videos that I watched on YouTube. So let's go to tune car. Usually I always keep the rear a little more filled, I guess, since we're like, you know, usually on my higher horsepower cars that are, you know, they got more power, I put the tire pressure a little lower. And if it's like a slower class car, I put it up to like 32. But I always have my front a little less than my rear, because it's just helped me like handle the car better around turns and stuff. My gearing, as you can see on the left side on the acceleration, I like to always tune it down to like where I noticed that my 0 to 60 time is like top tier, but I've been kind of more focused on the 0 to 100 because I've been not dropping down below third gear on a lot of turns. So I guess that to me it matters more how the car is pulling like throughout, you know, that range where I really need that power that I'm really pulling through. But it all just depends on how you want to run it. But here's the things that I do. So usually I put my alignment to 1.5 in the front, negative 1.5 degrees. Rear, I always put it down to like 1. Even then, sometimes I do like 1.4. It kind of helps me. I put the rear toe negative 0.1, and then the other one's just 0. And then for the front caster, somebody showed me this one. Somebody I play with, he said put the front caster angle to 6.8, and it really helps me turn around the corners. The stiffness, this game resetted this car, I don't know why, but I always put it all the way stiff. I guess you can keep it at like 36 point something. I'll leave mine at 36.16. I always stiffen up my springs a little bit, like 633. That's perfect. I always stiffen up everything a little bit just because it makes me gives me a better handle throughout. Damping. Okay, here's another thing that I learned. It told me to put the front bump stiffness stiff all the way, then the rear rebound stiffness, put it all the way stiff. So this helps you kind of steer the car where you want it to go without the car just jumping around. And then we got, yeah. So here's the one that I'm talking about. It's the roll center height offset. And I don't know if I'm supposed to mess with this, but I guess that, like, I was reading through it, and it says roll center represents geometric point coupling of the tire forces to the body of the car. When cornering, raising the front roll center will cause the front suspension to resist body roll, making the front suspension stiffer in corners, increasing understeer. Raising it too high will cause the suspension to lift the body. For some reason, if I put it at 0.8 or 0.4, it does a big difference. Like, I'll leave this be, like I'll leave it how it was. We'll do like a good lap. You know, I'll get a perfect lap in, or I'll just show the corners how it's handling, like, you know, across some corners, and you know, show you guys what I'm talking about. Somebody showed me to put my front downforce all the way up and then the rear back all the way. That helped me. I don't know. Same thing with the acceleration differential. This has all been changed for some reason, but I put it down. I put acceleration at 39%, deceleration at 10%. Sorry. So so this is the one that I'm talking about, though. Suspension geometry, roll center height offset. I messed with it, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like without it, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks after. So I want you guys to just pay attention to, like, when I'm trying to take a corner or going around a chicane or something, you'll hear the tires screeching. But when I turn this up a little bit, like 0.4, 0.8, for some reason it just goes away. So I'm just gonna show you guys what this looks like.
As we head out to this first turn, throughout the whole section of me showing you guys on this tune, for me, I feel like I've been sliding around. Like, I feel like I was sliding around, like, throughout this tune, like, a lot. Like, it just seems like super unstable in a way. See, like, I just kind of like start to slide, and it's just kind of hard for me to control it. And the reason why I want to put this tune out, I kind of want to search for people that have played with this setting, and, you know, for y'all to comment, like, you know, what y'all did and what works for y'all. I just, you know, I don't see anybody on YouTube really playing with that setting for tuning on Forza. So, you know, I was just making a quick video and stuff, and I feel like this setting, me just tweaking it just that little bit, makes like kind of a noticeable difference. And no, I'm not trying to claim that, you know, I started something new or whatever, because possibly people are here, you know, already playing with that setting, and, you know, probably already mastered every single setting to tune the car to perfection, and it might be different for every single car. But I did try it out with like 2-3 other cars, and I did race it like that, and it was a noticeable difference for me, and it made my steering and handling just a lot better. But I just want to know if there's like people out there that played with the setting, you know, and I hope that I get some people that comment and, you know, just tell me more about this setting, because in all honesty, like, I don't really know what it's doing, and I don't know if it's, you know, what I can do to make it better. maybe if I gotta tweak the front or rear different from each other. But I just, you know, I'm desperate to find more about tuning in general, you know, because I do believe that in this game especially, it comes down to tuning. You know, like, there's just people that are able to drive better just because they got a better tune and it's easier for them to handle their car around turns. You know, not everybody's out here playing with the wheel and pedals, but I just want to know what really works out for y'all, and I just wanted to share with you guys a setting that I tweaked and it kind of made me improve, so I wanted to share it with you guys, you know. And I know people might criticize my driving and stuff. I'm not that good. I just started. I'm kind of new to driving on a wheel and pedals with no assist on, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, for me explaining just driving without the tune on, I mean, I don't really do that well, but that's just how I've been driving without that setting, and that's been every race for me, you know. And once I do turn that setting on, it's a completely different ball game, and it does improve a little bit, you know, like that body roll or whatever. I guess it does something. I don't know what it really does, but I just know that it makes my handling a lot better.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the I'm gonna put it up 0.4, and then I'm gonna do another run with 0.8 and 0.8, because this does a big difference. I know, because I just tried it out earlier and it did a pretty big difference on this other car I was using. But let's see if I can get this captured or whatever, so I can show you guys.
What I meant was capturing the difference, you know, on video. As you'll see, I was able to drive pretty good on this lap. That's how I felt. You know, I felt like the steering was just a lot more steady and consistent than what it was. The one thing I do notice though, is when I jump off these little, you know, it makes the car bounce. And I don't know, maybe that's just my spring stiffness and, you know, just making it a little stiffer. But I think maybe I'm gonna try also to just go softer on the springs. Not the anti-roll bars, but the springs themselves. Like, I'm probably gonna lower down the stiffness and maybe try going a little softer than it was.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but even kind of like the acceleration handles a little better around turns. Like, I can, you know, I'm able to control it more. And I don't know if that's just me, but when I didn't have that setting on, it's just like my car just spins out most of the time. Or maybe I'm just not like feathering the throttle right, or I don't know. But I've been noticing that this setting just, you know, it helps me just handle the cars better, you know. And it's not only with one car, it's been like with, you know, 2 or 3 already. And I just feel like I'm freaking flying now. I'm able to grab these turns.
I guess everybody has like their set differences, like you know, what they prefer or whatever. Cause for me, I like the car just feeling a lot smoother while it's rolling on the corners. And you know, some people's settings when they tune their car, it's too like snappy and bouncy for me. Like, I'll feel it right away. Like, I don't like feeling like if I make like kind of like a sudden movement, it will just kind of like, you know, throw you off or spin you out. But I don't know, maybe part of my driving really needs to be smoother also as well. You know, I'm just learning too. So, you know, I'm pretty used to the toggle stick kind of steering where you kind of snap around a lot, and maybe on the steering wheel it gotta be different, you know. And it gets a little hard, you know. But I'm learning, you know. I'm learning to take these corners better and to, you know, go around these curves and stuff, and like learning how I should be driving and, you know, following a certain line or whatever. And I feel like maybe part of the problem is that also is that I feel like I'm all over the place. You know, it don't matter. I'm doing multiple laps, and I'm still out here driving like, you know, I take a different line every single lap, and that's what, you know, that's probably my downfall.
I don't know, man. See, I don't know. I'm handling better, and I don't know if you guys will notice like the difference. Like, you know, I just hope you guys try it out yourself. But for some reason, I don't have traction control on. You know, and I'm able to handle the car better. You know, I don't know if this will help you guys, but in a sense, like, for some reason it just makes my steering a little more stable in a way. You know, it's not snappy like it used to be. That's how I felt like it was under acceleration. Couldn't accelerate anything. I was just super slow on turns.
Now kind of just analyzing it, I mean, it probably is the fact that my driving line is not consistent. Like, let's be honest, I spin out simply just because.
I feel like I could have had that guy. Like,
simply it's just me not steering smoothly, and it's me just turning the wheel too fast sometimes.
Is there a way? There we go. Okay, let me see.
And you know, I feel like I'm just used to playing with a controller all the time, and I feel like now I try to take the steering all weird and stuff.
Okay, that's a sign for me to go ahead and stop it, but yeah, honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's just, you know, I don't know what it is about it, but try it for yourself. It like makes steering a whole lot easier. Makes it a whole easier.
That was pretty much it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I would love for you guys to share your knowledge on tuning and what works best for you. If there's any sections that you guys noticed as I was going through my tuning, if there's any sections that you guys feel like I could have done better, you know, share that with me, you know, or, you know, just anything in general. I'm new to making content and stuff, so excuse me if you know, I made this video too long, or if you guys feel like, you know, I've been, you know, just cringe or whatever. I'm new to this and I'm trying to learn, but as I go at making this content for you guys in sim racing, you know, I hope I can make enjoyable stuff for you guys to watch and entertain him, like, you know, entertainment and stuff. Yeah, I just hope that you guys try it out and let me know in the comments like how this works out for you, or if it makes any noticeable difference for you and an improvement for you to drive better, you know, and handle better in this Forza game. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys stay tuned. I'll be posting a lot more, so be on the lookout for that.